Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called thereisonlyonefootball.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff, from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, thereisonlyonefootball.com.
There is only one football!
Go off there.
I think.
Yes, guys, it's Football S Live tonight. That's right. We are live tonight with a special guest right now. He's all the way in Malaysia, and we're going to bring him in a couple of minutes. Are you there, Scotty? Are you there, Scotty? You there? Can you hold on, mate? We are on Football S Live tonight. We've got through. It's party time. It's Football S Live, yes, from Australia to Malaysia.
Pandemonium.
That's right. We are done, man.
Oh, we're still on?
We are on, man.
Yep, we're on. The cup of... Listen, don't interrupt while I'm trying to have a crack at this song.
Check it out.
Cup of life.
The cup of life. This is the one. Now is the time. Don't ever stop. We should've known. Gotta be strong. We should've known right from the top. And when you feel the heat, the world is at your feet.
Phone call from
No one can hold you back if you really
John
want it.
Mavridis, actually.
I see it in your eyes. You want the cup of life. Like the days here, you're gonna get it.
Can't be done. But
Do you really want it?
Yep, we really want it.
Do you really? Tell me if you really want it, man. He's back. Ali, Ali, Ali. We are the people. We are the passion.
Yes,
we are the
all
history.
of that.
We are the soccer psychos of Australia.
All of the above.
And we're travelling all the way to Malaysia right now
Malaysia.
to talk to a Socceroo. And boy, he's got some stories to tell us, guys. Yes. Welcome, Frothy. What's happening in your world today? It's our world of the highway.
All right, now shut up.
Wow.
Let me talk.
Bloody shutting up right now, mate.
I've never heard an introduction like that before. That's amazing.
Because
Well,
we are psychos.
What are you guys on?
Well, I'm on the Forex, Don or Scott?
Don what? Don Juan?
Don Onshore. What's his name?
I see what you mean. It's bloody, you know who it is, mate. Scotty Ollerenshaw, mate. Socceroo. Welcome, Scotty.
Well, sorry about that. Well, I'm on the
Welcome,
Forex.
lads. Welcome, guys. Nice to be on.
Harry's
My pleasure to be on.
Harry's on
love to have you
something
on.
too, but he's not allowed to have it on camera,
serious,
Scott.
mate?
I'll give you a clue, Scott. It's green, and you sort of roll it up in a bit of paper.
Scotty, tonight we need to talk to you about something. Now, Scotty, we're going to talk to you about something very special before we start.
Ooh.
Right now,
Yes.
When were you born? You were born before the 70s, is that
68.
right? Okay, so
68.
you would know, and this is what you want to hear right now from us.
Yes.
Is that our
course.
sponsor, There Is Only One Football,
There
getting
it is
together
right there. Where is it?
with Arrow Sport. Arrow Sport have produced the 1977
Yes.
Phillips League soccer shirts. How's that?
Yes.
Reproduced them
Wow.
all. And we're wearing them tonight.
Wow, that's amazing.
He's got, Frothy's got Sydney Olympic, and
Sydney
I've got the Marconi one, mate. I tell you
Marconi
what,
and,
they look fantastic.
Look, Marconi.
You like a good drop of whiskey. As it gets older, it's
Oh,
worth
mate,
more. huh?
everybody's talking about
Yes,
these shirts.
yes.
It's unbelievable, Scotty, I tell you.
Yes. But look, guys, I'm going to attempt the. Sorry, Scotty, we got Boris the Crow flying
That
over.
bloody mud crow, I tell you what, mate, a
Why
mud.
do you book him in for me?
Stop laughing at us, you bloody.
I'll tell you what. There he
Scotty,
goes again.
have you seen our shows before, Scotty?
Sorry, Scotty, we got the...
I'm sorry. I honestly haven't seen it before. But
Oh,
after
you're gonna
listening
enjoy-
to the first 5 minutes, I think I'll be watching it.
Mate, you're
Well,
going
I'll
to
tell
hear
you
some
what.
crap tonight, that's for sure.
It might get better for you, Scotty,
Yes.
because we got a member by the name of, this is truth, he says my notes there, Harry,
Yes.
John Mavridis. I'd say he'd be Scottish. Harry.
I hate
Do you
that
reckon?
guy. I hate that guy.
Does that
I
sound
know who he
Scottish
is.
to you?
I know
Now,
who he is, mate.
He said to me, I will give you $100, Frothy, if you and Harry can do a whole show tonight.
Scotty, you got a friend of yours here called
Who's on?
Nicholas Roussos. Nicholas Roussos. Do you know him?
Roussos, of course he knows.
Yeah, I
Everyone
know
knows
Nicholas Roussos.
He's saying,
yeah.
he's saying hello
He's
to you
my
on the
Facebook-
screen.
He's saying hello.
He's my Facebook friend.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Send him my regards.
yes,
Yes, he's hearing that too.
send him the regards. I'll keep having a
Send
chat
him my
here.
regards.
Now, what happens is
Regards,
John
Nick.
Mavridis, Scotty, he said that if Harry and I can do a show tonight without using our hands, he will pay me $100. And then he went on.
That's not bad.
Well, that's fair enough because.
I'm milking cows tonight.
Well,
with my
Harry's
hands,
still
yeah.
using his hands, but he said, look, there'll be a plan B. He goes, at least if you can do a show, just use Frothy, he said, without saying a word and not moving a millimetre. So as from now on, I won't be saying a thing.
Frozen, mate, frozen.
I'm frozen in
Now,
time.
Scotty, we're going to go back a long, long way. I've got a massive list about you, a massive list. I hope I don't embarrass you here. Now you are.
No, nothing embarrasses me.
Okay, no problem. Now, Scotty, it's been fantastic to get you on the show. I've just lost everything in front of me, so that's all right. I've got them all. But anyway, what I'm going to ask you is, I have a list of, if I can find these, there they are, I've got them right here. Now, Scotty, I've got a list of clubs here. You tell me how, we're going to do a special thing on these clubs, because you play for so many clubs. We do a 1 out of 10, how you enjoyed your time at these clubs. First one I'm going to ask you is, Gladesville Ride Magic. When did you start? You started there, and when? When did you start there?
Oh, that was my last club before I retired, and I was a cripple. I couldn't run,
Oh, here we go.
and I was I went there, but they were good lads. So off the pitch, we had some fun off the pitch. So I'd say probably 7 out of 10.
So we'll put that 7 there for them. Now, the next club. Now, this is a club that was brought in by the bloody Scots. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know who I'm talking about? Northern Spirit.
Northern Spirit. I didn't play a game for Northern Spirit. I was come back from Malaysia and had operations on my hip and my ankle. Didn't play a game.
So we put
So
0.
I was a busted, as they say. I was a busted.
Yes. You're out
And
of
then
10.
I had Robbie Slater in the dressing room as well. So so I'd say 1 out of 10.
1. Now, guess what? Robbie Slater hates our guts. He hates us.
No, I love Robbie, but
we
two
know.
redheads, you can't have two
I
redheads
know.
in the same team. It doesn't work.
They must have.
Doesn't work.
Frothy, move something, will you? I can't see him move. He's frozen, the bloke. He's got on drugs or something, I don't know. And also, Negri Sembilian.
Sembilan.
Sembilan,
Negri
yeah.
Sembilan. That's a Malaysian club.
Yes.
I was honking at that club. I was very, very poor. So I'd say 2 out of 10.
2? My God. Now I've got it. This is the club you're with now, Sabah FA.
Yeah, that's one where I did really well. I'd say 9.5 out of 10.
Geez, that's a big one. 9.5. How can I fit a half there? I've got space. Wollongong Wolves.
Wollongong Wolves, David Ratcliffe was my coach. Some really good lads. Pedro Ricoy played with him. So I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Okay. RPA Leichhardt. We have a lot of things happening with RPA Leichhardt with us. They hate us too.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed my time at RPA. I didn't do. I did okay, not great. Probably 6.5 out of 10.
6.5. Oh boy, this is becoming a 6.5. My God. Now you went to England, of course. Walsall FC. What division were they? What division were they in at the time? Was it second?
They were what they call now the first division. So they were the old third division.
Okay, so you played
So
third division.
Premier League Championship, and then yeah. So it's
He's gone.
It's the old third division.
So we're talking. How did you enjoy your time in England?
I loved it. Had a great time. Got more stories from England than Walt Disney.
Boy.
So I'd say 8 out of 10.
8.
Really enjoyed it.
You went back to RPA Leichhardt again. We can't go through that there. You've already done it, so you've done that one.
Yeah, already done that.
Now this is the one where Frothy's wearing the Sydney Olympic outfit, the first national We're talking the Phillips League shirt. He's wearing it right there, right now. People are ordering it right now as we talk. Would you believe they love it? Now, Sydney Olympic, give it us. We've got a lot of Sydney Olympic supporters here. Lots of Peter Catholis. We get all these guys on.
I was a record transfer fee from St George to Sydney Olympic.
Fantastic.
And I didn't provide them with a return on investment, to be honest with you. But we did win a championship while I was there.
Oh, shit.
I'd say...
Was that
7 out of 10?
So when did you win that champ? 7 out of 10. So when did you win
91, 92 it was. From memory.
Players that were there. Was Chris Kalanzis there?
No, Chris had left already. Robbie Ironside, Gary Phillips, Alistair Edwards, Abbasad.
Oh, Abbasad. We've had him on. We've had Abbasad on the show many times. A few times.
If you had him on the show, he would have been speaking 90% of the time. He could talk underwater.
Mate, we loved it. He won the championship that year with Olympic in their NPL NSL. New South Wales NPL was amazing. Frothy's lost a pipe.
Abbasad was probably technically one of the best players that I ever played with.
Did you know?
Fantastic player.
Just before we go to St George, did you realise he played in Singapore and you played in Malaysia? Is that right? Did you ever cross paths? Did you guys ever cross paths playing?
Many times. Because Singapore used to play in the Malaysian League. So
yes, I get you.
We crossed paths many times. I mean, Abbas and Alistair were the first two to go over to Malaysia to play in the Malaysian League. He's the reason that guys like Mehmet Durakovic and myself and Alan Davidson and these sort of players went over there and played.
Amazing.
Because of Alistair and Abbas.
Fantastic. Yeah. And you know the controversy of Abbas, don't you, about the, oh boy.
Well, we all know the controversy. I think he was guilty of being naive.
Open up. Well, yeah, he's a statue here, man. He's making me...
You know what? I tell you what, fellas. I'm going to do something to the camera here.
One more.
Yep.
St. George.
St. George,
also very high. 8.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
9 out.
My first club.
Okay, now.
My first club.
Now. Did you ever cross paths with the cat? You know which cat I'm talking about, don't you?
Peter Catholis. Who hasn't crossed paths with the cat?
Mate, we have him on as a regular all the time and everything.
Well, I hope I don't cross paths with John Mavridis, because I tell you what, John, now this is an aim to
Here we go, Scotty. He's on to him now.
But I'm going to give John Mavridis the bird, because I can't sit here and say nothing, Harry.
Say something.
I'm trying my bloody best. I've
got some special stuff for you next week.
I'll tell you what. Now, listen, John, is it? What's his name? Sorry.
It's bloody Scotty, mate.
Scott
Chipperfield.
Sorry,
Scott.
Scott
Jesus, mate, you made me go crazy.
You're in a different era. Now, listen, how do you see the game today, the A-League? What would you give it out of 10 of a standard at the moment? Where are they?
How do I see the A-League?
Yeah.
Mate, it's like comparing Bradman to what's his name, Smith or something. You can't compare eras. That's my take on it.
So,
I don't think you can compare eras. I think the A-League's fine. I think there's some very good players that play in the A-League. The problem is Australia as a country. You're always going to be competing with cricket and rugby league, Aussie rules, and that's just the fact. Doesn't matter if you're talking about the A-League or the NSL. We're always going to be competing against those other sports.
That's true. We can't change that.
You've actually forgotten something, Scotty.
As far as is the game a better quality game these days than the old NSL days? Like, are they more skillful? Are they better in any way? Are they smarter?
You ask Peter Catholis, he'll say that the players now are not intelligent and they're better players in the NSL.
That's what he said.
I find it very difficult, like I said, to compare eras, whether it be football, cricket, tennis. I think a good player back in the NSL, Peter Catholis can play in the A-League, the NSL, anywhere, because he's an intelligent, very good player.
Well, look,
but I think sports evolve, and football evolves, and it's become now more about running and more about tactics and transition. We always talk about transition. How do we do defensive transition and then offensive transition? A good player will be able to play in any era. End of story.
You are right there, but I do recall, because We sort of remember the 80s a bit, don't we, Harry? We're a bit
Oh,
younger
we
than,
we,
Don
we,
here.
we know the 80s. We used to get. You know what used to happen to us, Scotty, at Middle Park in
where's
South
that?
Melbourne.
Never heard of it. Middle.
The
What a
Heidelberg,
team.
the
What a team.
Heidelberg United supporters used to chase us with bloody just baseball bats and everything. We got away, mate. Jesus.
Well, look, Scotty.
Well, you had a good team to support in the 80s. The
That's
South
right.
Melbourne
Yeah,
team
that's
was
right.
a fantastic
That's
team.
right.
Well, this is how I see it, Scott. I think today's defenders, there's no doubt they are. Well, they are fitter. You have to say they are fitter.
They're fitter and stronger, yeah.
They're fitter and stronger. And I think these days, and well, correct me if I'm wrong, these days the way the ball transits from the back, how we go a little bit into the midfield, we come back, we do this, do that. Yeah, I know it's a bit sort of like a chessboard.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
but
it's a
back in the
chessboard,
80s, they get the ball, well, not most of the times out of defence, and it was one-way traffic. It was either look for the winger or boot it anywhere type of thing. That's why I tend to think, well, all sports, generally, we get smarter at what we do, and it has to be better.
Also, let's remember now that the pitches now are a lot better, which means the ball moves a lot quicker on the pitch. It's a lot easier to move the ball. Back in our day, the pitches were terrible. You're talking about dirt and there are holes everywhere.
Brandon Park.
So we're trying to move, Brandon Park. So we're trying to move the ball, and the ball's not moving because the pitches are so bad. In this day and age,
You might as
the
well
pitches
play.
are moving like cup.
Do you know what they were like? You know what they were like, Scotty?
What was it like?
They were like cricket pitches, mate. The ball was moving in everywhere and anywhere. Is that right?
Well, listen.
Something like that. Leg spinners. Yeah, leg spinners and off
Exactly,
spinners.
I know.
I tend to disagree a little bit with you, Scotty, because not all the grounds were that bad. I think we're
Not all of them, but a lot of them were.
Well, okay. Well, let's agree to agree there. But yeah, well, look. Generally speaking, I think the game is better now than what it was then. Even though there's nothing wrong with it then, there were champions then, like in AFL and in rugby. There's champions yesteryear and there's champions today. But
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know, I know it's hard to compare, but. So basically, if someone said, has the quality of our game gotten any better over the years, we'd have to say yes, wouldn't we?
Yes.
I would say yes.
Well,
Because it's evolved.
Answer, Harry.
Okay, I've got something for you, Scotty. I'm going to take you back on a journey.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes, Scotty.
Yes, I'm going to
Close
close
your eyes.
them too.
I know you're in the. I know you're in the. I know
I am driving as well.
I know you're
pull over for heaven's sake.
Oh my
He's gonna
God!
have an accident.
He's in Singapore and he's
driving in
Don't
traffic.
close your eyes in Singapore, mate.
And
I know
you're telling him
what
to
they're
shut
like
his
out of their
eyes.
mind. No, don't do that, Scotty. Now I'll tell you something, Scotty. I'm going to take you
Keep
journey
them
back to
open.
1988
Wow.
on the
Yes.
depths of despair. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say there been any more bad words. I'm going to say to you right now. I'm going to mention teams in the 1988 Gold Cup. We played Argentina, Brazil, and how would you be Saudi Arabia? Wasn't Saudi Arabia with it too? Is that right?
The Saudis, yes.
Saudi Arabia, that's the one, yes.
We beat
Those
them.
three teams.
Did we beat them that year in the Gold Cup? Of course we did, didn't we? We beat them.
We beat Saudi Arabia, we beat Argentina, but we lost to Brazil. Yeah.
Now that's where this happens. That's where the problem happens right now. The Socceroos are playing Argentina, right? Beating them 4-1. Is that right?
Yes.
4-1. Is that right?
Correct.
What did you
Massive
do?
night.
What did you do when Charlie Yankos struck that bloody rocket? What did you do?
Well, look.
Well, I've probably went and hugged him and then tried to realise, was it really happening? Because for Australia to be beating Argentina, who were the world champions at that time, was just it wasn't the real world. But it did happen, and it was a famous night in Australian football.
Now, I have the details of what happened. You don't know about this, do you?
Well,
Now,
what do you mean I don't know?
I did research, and you should know this.
Well, yeah.
I did the research what happened in Argentina that night. You want to know?
Yes.
Mate,
yes.
you know what they did?
What they did?
In Buenos Aires, right, in the capital?
Yes.
It was chaos in the streets. Supporters burning bloody buildings, right?
Yes,
in the
yes.
streets. The government had to... The government, from that defeat...
They brought in the army.
No, they didn't, mate. Apparently, the state of emergency in bloody Buenos Aires. Did you hear about that? They were burning in the streets,
I can
everything.
believe it.
Mate, it happened.
I can believe
That
it.
is the truth. And Maradona, they were going to hang him. But he didn't go. Mate, honestly, they were...
Well, you know what's interesting, guys? You guys asked me what's the difference between football in Australia now and football back in those times.
Yes.
We beat Argentina in 1988. We then went out that night and partied until 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, Jesus.
And then played Brazil on the Sunday about 72 hours later.
And
In
what
this
would-
day and age, that wouldn't happen.
Right.
It just wouldn't happen. Players would have
Okay.
ice baths,
Yes.
recovery, massage, and
Yes.
they'd be in bed,
All
straight
right.
to bed.
So it's 3-1 against Argentina.
No, 4-1. No,
4-1.
And,
Hold on.
and
4-1.
now let me take
And
you.
what happened in Brazil? Had they beat Brazil?
Let me take you to Brazil right now.
What was the score? Tell me.
mate? I'm not. I hated the score. I didn't want it, but there was one problem that day.
Well, what was the problem?
That problem that day, Scotty. That
What?
problem. Those mugs. Were they practicing bloody rugby league tackles before that game, or what? Those bloody Brazilians,
Oh,
mate.
against Brazil, yeah.
Honestly, man.
Yeah.
You were off and running and bloody clear in the. You were
Brazil,
clear.
right before the game.
What the bloody hell happened? Scotty, you there?
Well, Jorginho, the famous Brazilian right back, rugby
Jorginho,
tackled me
really?
famously.
Yes.
He was a champion.
Scotty, you there?
International incident, and then took 15 minutes to leave the pitch.
You
So
know, I know-
it was
I know what
it
happened.
was a very interesting game.
So what did we? Well, you
What
know
was the
what?
score?
I'm turning the bloody TV off at that time. I said, "What a lot of bullshit." They were just around the goal. Sorry, they were around the referee, weren't they? Around the referee. They were
Well,
complaining.
tell us the
15
score.
minutes.
I know, complaining.
15
and everything.
minutes.
They was in a bloody ballet or something. Bloody idiots, those bloody morons. You know. I
It
tell
was
you-
crazy. It was
Oh,
crazy.
mate.
Time.
So what was the score?
Scotty, you can tell us. I don't want to
We
say.
lost 2-0.
Jesus,
we
mate.
lost 2-0.
We could've-
Romario scored and
That moron,
Muller
yeah.
scored. But
Okay.
yeah, it was an interesting game. Interesting game.
Now, Don,
But it was great to play
Don,
against
sorry, I said Don
a
again.
country
I
like
was
that.
disappointed.
It was.
Very disappointed, mate. But you know what? The thing is, they never gave us a chance against Argentina.
No,
mate.
no. Well, look, I'm getting
No,
to that.
they never.
Now, Scott, now be
We were
honest
part-time
now.
footballers
That's
back then.
right. That's right.
Part-time, yeah, part-time. Well, look, let's be honest. I mean, obviously, it's an absolute dream come true. Number one, to represent your country. Of
course.
Number two, to play against a giant in Argentina.
Oh, boy.
But number three, the big disappointment was how these fixed matches used to go on back then. Surely you don't believe that wasn't fixed. I mean, for heaven's sake.
Oi!
How can we beat Argentina 4-1? I mean, yeah, well, are you allowed to
It
tell us
was unheard
what
of.
actually happened?
It was, well, Frank Eric was the coach, and he was probably the best motivational coach that I ever had. And he
Yes.
gave a speech before the game that we were the pioneers. We were the ones that were going to set Australian football up for the next
Yes,
generation.
that's right.
And we were going to make history that night. And he gave a
did.
talk whereby by the end of his speech, we were ready to run through brick walls for him. And that's what we did
was
that
there
night.
One,
And-
one
Well,
disappointment.
Scott,
There was one.
let me just say this. Let me just say this. Now, wouldn't it, now, seriously, it would have been better if the Socceroos won 1-0. Now, putting 4 past Argentina, it's clear to me. I mean, there's been fixed games in the past. Now, there's only us three watching the show. You can tell us now.
What?
I mean, surely. I mean, did you ask any questions at the end and said, who paid who here?
I wonder.
Well, I mean, with
if
4
it-
goals. I mean,
if
it's a
if
bit
the game was
unbelievable.
played, if the game was played in other parts of the world, maybe, but not in Australia. So I think it was a legit game. I think it was one of those nights where everything went right for Australia,
Yes.
and
Wow.
yeah, it was a dream.
What
it was a
about-
dream result.
And that goal,
Right,
and that goal
okay,
that
yeah.
Paul Wade scored, honestly, that goal he scored, it was not even in the right position. Is that right?
Yeah.
He wasn't in the right position.
Good old Wadey.
It fell right
You
into
guys
his...
would have scored that goal. It was
Well, he
it was
was
a
just-
tap in from 2 metres.
I mean, who would have known there would have been like a little rebound right to his
Mate.
feet and bang straight in? Who would have known?
Yeah, it was
Because
like a pinball machine inside
against
the box, wasn't it?
defenders like these guys, for God's sakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. Wadey was in the right spot at the right time, and he
they
scored,
say.
and that was a great start. And then, of course, Charlie scored that amazing free kick, the big banana.
Oh, mate. That
Well,
swerved.
there's, Charlie
That's-
Yanker.
oh,
What's
mate.
his name?
Charlie Yankos.
Wankos.
Mate, that ball swerved. I've never seen him kick a ball swerve that much.
Well, look, that
Jesus.
was a.
I don't know how he got the action on the board and make it swerve
Well,
like
this
that.
is what I'm saying. That
Yeah,
was a
I
pure lucky goal. Just kicked the belt of shit out of
Mate.
it. And it happened to stay low
Do you
went
know-
in.
do you know what
because
he did?
if he had done that more often, you could say, you know what, he's actually aiming for. That was an absolute fluke.
Do you know?
Now, what did I say about
Do
the
you-
80s
do you know-
defenders? Charlie Yankos, another one. Great Socceroo, but he could not get the ball out of the back line and distribute. Do you remember him, Don? All he did was just
Jesus.
bash the crap out of it. That's what I'm saying with the older
But I tell you,
past
but you know what he
players.
did that day?
What did he do?
You know, Scotty, what he did that day? You know what was
Well,
in
at
his head?
half-time.
Do you know what was in his head that day?
What was in
Let
his
me
head?
see what was in his head, Scotty.
Yes.
Well, tell us.
He's a Greek. You know
He is a Greek.
You know the
He is a
300.
Greek.
You know the 300 Spartans. The 300 Spartans, right? Okay, that story?
Yeah, it's a 300.
Mate, he came in like a bloody gladiator, as if he's kicking
He
some
did.
bloody, some kind of enemy, you know what I mean? That day with a sword. With his legs all
He
bloody-
was a man possessed, wasn't he?
He was, mate.
Big
Jesus.
Charlie. He was a man
He
possessed.
was a great player.
Now-
And some say you obviously know the rumours that were going around back those days on your 16 appearances for the green and gold, I suppose it was, or 14 or 18. I can't remember now, but you should know.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Well, put it this way,
Yeah.
it's 14 more than Harry and myself, so that's
Exactly,
an achievement.
yeah. Now-
And that deserves a round of applause, haven't you? Hit the
Oh,
button.
bloody oath, mate.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Gracious.
And I remember...
Screaming at you.
Yes, and I remember some commentators back then, Scotty, they were saying
Ooh.
that you weren't really, you're sort of making up numbers for the team, and I tend to disagree.
Special guest here.
Oh, hold on. Harry,
We've got a special guest here. Sorry, we've got a
Scott.
special... Scotty, we're going to mention a guy to you that you
Who
might
we
know
got on?
here. Apparently, this guy
Yes.
played for Fitzroy United, and we're talking about the first year of the NSL.
Alan Kershaw, is it?
And Andy Bazikas. Andy Bazikas from Heidelberg
Bazikas,
United
yes.
has been one of our guests as well. Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Hi,
Now,
Andy.
he's there. He's saying hello to you as well. Yes.
Now, tell us, Scotty, now, in a couple of words, a short sentence, what have you got to say about the critics that doubted your ability to play for the Socceroos? I mean, what can you tell them?
Well, I think opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one.
Well, that's why I never get offended when they call me one, mate, because I look
mate.
straight back at the guy and I say... Yes, they're laughing in here.
They're laughing at us, mate.
And,
Jesus.
well, you're dead set right there, mate. We all have one, and well, it's not offensive
Well, that's
to
all
say
right.
that.
You know, opinions are opinions.
Opinions are opinions,
no
but
problem whatsoever.
Now, Scotty,
Yes.
that day...
Water off a duck's back.
That's the one. Yes.
What I was very disappointed was during that time when Frank Arrock, I heard something about.
What did you hear?
I heard something that Oscar Crino was mate. If he'd have played against
player.
Brazil, mate, it would have been a different story. You know that Oscar Crino?
Yeah, Oscar got injured. Oscar
know.
got badly injured before the game.
Crazy, I know.
So unfortunately for him, and he didn't play that game. But yeah, he was a sublime player, fantastic
mate,
player.
mate.
He was a big loss.
Oh, he was a massive
big
loss.
loss.
That's right.
Well, Crino,
Yeah,
did you say
massive loss.
great player for the couple of years he was here? Would you say he was a bit of a flash in the pan? I mean, to have
Oscar
that...
Crino, no,
Yeah, I
he
mean-
was a great player.
Oh,
He was, but
Great player.
to have a good couple of years, but I would have liked to see him go for 10, 12 years, like a Paul Wade or,
Yeah, but
Jimmy
he was
Rudy.
a South American with that flair, that South American flair. He probably
That's
didn't look after
true,
his body
yes,
the way
yes.
he should do. But he was a fantastic player and a lovely guy as well.
And you'd have to say Oscar Crino would be, he'd be on par with a G. Finkler that played for Melbourne.
G,
what are
of
they
course.
called? The guys that got the white stripe.
G.
Melbourne,
Finkler.
Melbourne victory, mate. Leave
Melbourne.
him alone, mate.
Well,
Yes, I remember Finkler. Good player.
yeah, another...
No, I don't know if he's in Oscar Crino's ilk, but anyway.
He looked
there's only
like
one
some-
Oscar Crino.
well,
He had the same build. He had the same build, though.
Sort of had the same hairstyle as well, and sort
That's
of
right.
similar, actually, not too quick. Right,
Yes.
now, listen, now I like to pop this question all the time. Is there a team in the A-League you follow?
Is there? Oh, I'm a Sydney boy, so yeah, probably Sydney FC.
Sydney FC. Well,
Oh,
I'll tell you
boy.
what.
Oh, boy.
There's nothing
Is that
negative.
controversial?
No, it's not. There's
Well,
nothing negative we can say
You
about
see,
them
now there's-
because they've been the juggernaut the last 4 years, haven't they?
in the next few days,
Unlike
Scotty,
Melbourne Victory.
next few days, Scotty, one of your former teams is going to be playing Sydney FC in the FFA Cup. Sydney Olympic, mate.
Sydney
At
Olympic.
Belmore. How's that?
Sydney Olympic.
That's
Wow.
right. They're in the FFA Cup and they'll be playing them. And apparently, those guys at North Melbourne as well are playing those.
Yeah, they're playing
City.
Melbourne Shitty.
They call them Shitty City, of course. Yes, in Melbourne, of course. Those guys. Melbourne City.
Of course they do.
Harry's
of course they do.
Harry's
Well,
a
it's
big...
probably it'd be a good time for Sydney Olympic to play Sydney FC. If ever
Yes.
they're going to have a chance of beating them, would
This is
be
the
in
one.
pre-season.
This is the one.
So
Well, really speaking, there's no chance. I mean, there's no point rocking up, really.
probably no chance. Yeah,
Yeah.
100 to 1.
Oh, you
chance,
can't
but
give them any.
You never know.
Roy O'Donovan. Roy O'Donovan is playing for them.
Donovan, he's
Roy O'Donovan.
49
My
years
God,
old. What's
mate.
Roy going to do? I mean,
Bloody hell, leave Roy
Roy
alone.
wasn't good when he was 20. What do you think
Leave
he's going to
Roy
do now?
alone, yes.
Leave Roy alone, mate.
But
He's
the other one
Irishman.
is South Melbourne, Melbourne City. What would you say? 5-0 to the City, I'd say.
They'll be
Scotty?
complaining about you in a minute about that.
Well, who's complaining?
Gavin's
No, I don't think it'll be 5-0. South Melbourne, Melbourne City. Maybe 2-1 or 3-1. I think you'll be surprised.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna write this down here.
Never underestimate the Greeks.
Well,
there we
I'm
go.
going to put down here. Harry, you can read it out. This is there we go. City 5.
5-1.
5-1 victors. I'm going to call
now,
them.
Scotty, we
that's
want to know.
my prediction.
The thing we want to know is how long have you been now in Malaysia? How long have you been there now doing?
Come here to play in '94, and I was back in Sydney for 1 year to play for Northern Spirit. But apart from that, last 26 years.
Geez, 26
much.
years. So you must know the language as well by now, I betcha.
A little bit, yeah. I can speak some of it. I mean, I should be able to speak all of it, but I can speak some of it.
What was your last game? The last game that you played in Australia? Now, it was Gladesville. Was it Gladesville Magic?
Yes.
Is that
Would
right?
have been there. Would have been that Ryde City team.
Okay,
Gladesville
yeah.
or whatever they
Yes,
called, Ryde
yes,
City.
yes.
The last game, I honestly can't remember. I think it was at Wentworth Park.
Okay.
I think it was at Wentworth Park, and if I'm not wrong.
So,
But, yeah,
Frothy?
I can't remember.
Well, now listen, Scotty. We're going to get Harry. We got a stopwatch here,
Yes,
and you've got 30 seconds to answer these questions. Now, if you can do it under 30 seconds, a prize is coming your way. No one's
Right.
actually beaten the shot clock yet because what we do, we purposely have a conversation about a particular answer. So you're never going to win the prize, but let's have a crack at it, Harry.
Of course.
Now,
Let's have a crack.
Yes, can you
Here we
start
go.
the clock, Harry?
Yep, started.
Here we go. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
A favourite movie?
Forrest Gump.
A hardest opponent? And don't say your wife.
Mehmet Durakovic.
Now stop! No, don't stop the clock.
Stop.
He's going to win the prize.
I stopped.
Now, Mehmet Durakovic. Now we had a bit of a chat off air about that, and there you go. There's the evidence that Mehmet Durakovic, a clean, fast, 101% absolute champion he was. Now start the clock.
Here we go.
How do you like your steak?
Sorry?
How do you like your steak?
Oh, that'd be medium.
Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Best soccer player of all time?
Diego Maradona.
No.
How did I know he was going to say that?
You know what? You made me sad, Scotty. You know why?
Well, who would you pick, Harry?
You know who my favourite player is?
Who?
Maradona.
No, it's not.
Oh, he's going to
it's
say
not.
Scott Ollerenshaw. What's his
Oh,
name?
no. I forgot his
Messi.
name. No, not even. I go further back than that.
What, Stanley Matthews?
No, bloody hell, mate. We're talking about the
George
Irish.
Best.
That's the one. That's
Oh,
it, mate. That's
come
it.
on.
He was the greatest
George
player
Best.
of all time, my friend.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
start
the
the clock.
greatest. We go.
Unbelievable.
Start the clock.
Go.
Twitter or Instagram?
Twitter.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Corona, real or not real? And not the beer.
What was that again?
Corona, real or not real?
Not real.
Real.
Wow,
Real,
okay. Now, disco or rock and roll?
Disco.
Well, now how we go with the clock, Harry?
We've got a couple of seconds left.
What do you mean we've got a couple of... Well, 3 questions, talk about 15 seconds. No, he's going to think he's going to win a prize.
Now-
Well, sorry, Scott, you did win the prize, but next week we can
That's
have
all right.
Scott
It
on
was
again.
fun.
Yes.
And we
It
can
was fun.
actually get him some
Fantastic.
easier
Now,
questions, mate.
last few things I want to ask you, Scotty, is what
Yes.
now? Now you are coaching now. Is that right? You are coaching.
No, I'm not. I'm sporting director at a club in Malaysia, Sabah FC,
Fantastic.
which I'm enjoying. Since I've retired, I've still been involved in football, and I run a junior tournament in
Great.
Malaysia, which is
Ooh,
called the
lovely.
Malaysia
Yes.
Borneo Football Cup.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But yeah, came into Sabah FC after all these years this year, which has been nice, and
I've got something, Scotty.
hopefully next year we'll have a good season.
Now, Scotty, I've got something for you. I have a gentleman in England who's a friend of mine, right? Now, this is
you.
something you've never heard of before in your life,
What's that?
and this is
Yes.
going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, this gentleman by the name of Stephen Williams may get in touch
Oh,
with
Lennox
you.
Lewis.
Stephen Williams, right? He is putting
Yes.
together the Amateur World Cup.
Yes, he is.
The Amateur
Oh,
World
wow.
Cup, and what he's trying to do is getting sponsors right now, and we've got
We've got to get a game somehow,
the
Harry.
FA in England are very interested in this, right? The first one will be kicked off in London, right? So he's looking for teams from all over the world. So
Okay,
and when we say,
tell him to give me a call.
I'll get him to
Or
give you a call.
Drop me a line.
Definitely.
Yep.
So would you coach a team from Malaysia? Would you do that?
If it was possible, yeah, of course.
So
if it was
this
possible,
is very interesting. We'll be talking to him probably next week about this.
Well,
so,
can we tell him how much he's prepared to pay? It's 25,000 for the tournament. Can we tell him that?
25,000. No, we're not saying money. It's his business, not me.
That's US dollars, apparently.
Apparently, well, there we go. Now, Scotty.
Tell him to drop me a line.
I'll get him to give you a chat, no problem. And Scotty, I know you're in the car and you're driving home and you're tired. We're sorry we didn't know the daylight saving. We should have said that to you in the first place.
That's okay. No problem.
Scotty, we hope
all good.
What I'm going to do is we're going to send you this show later on.
Yes,
I'm going to give it to you on Messenger. They send it to you.
And I'm going to play Scotty's favourite tune.
The edited version. So the edited version from YouTube and everything. So Scotty, we thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for all the way from.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you
for having me.
Just hang on for a second. If you've just listened to us, Scotty has joined us all the way from Malaysia, guys, a long, long way away. How's that? So thank you, Scotty, for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
From Malaccas,
It's been a pleasure.
All I can say is one thing to you, Scotty, before you go. Keep that ball rolling, mate.
Keep the ball rolling and.
Will do.
Will
do.
Thank you, Scotty, for coming on. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Oh, yes. Yes. Frothy, with modern technology, we got him on.
We got him on.
How many miles do you reckon we spoke to him then? If you get on your phone right now and checked up right now.
Well, I did do that, and it's 11,000 kilometres away.
Are you serious?
Yes.
11,000 kilometres we spoke to a former Socceroo.
Yes.
If you want to replay it, guys, replay it later on.
Yep, and I tell you what, he's another great... Well, isn't it funny? We seem to have all the greats from the past on the show.
And you know what? The one thing is, I've been trying to get Scotty for a long time, Scotty Ollerenshaw,
Well, you
guys.
got him.
He was so popular in that 1988 Gold Cup games, guys.
Yes.
He was very popular. An amazing footballer at the time, or soccer player as we were calling it at the time. So it was great to have him on. And Scotty, thank you once again for coming on. And he was in the car. Would you believe? In the car, driving in the car on his way home. How's that?
Well, listen. You'd have to be popular when you were part of a team that somehow they fixed the match. Now, that's popularity at its best. Ding, ding, ding. Well, what was that?
Ding, ding, ding. That bloody thing. What there he is. Get out of your mud.
Now, listen,
Jesus,
I tell you what, you guys have signed a player by the name of, let me just get
What's
it here.
his name now?
And you're going to have a laugh here because he's done bugger all.
Really?
Where is he? Let me dig it up here. I found it here somewhere.
Actually, you know what? As he's digging up, look at these shirts, guys. Look at these shirts. There's only one football, guys. Our sponsors and Arrow Sport involved in making these, guys. Have a look at the colours of these. Fantastic. I've got the Marconi shirt. You got the first Sydney Olympic shirt from the Phillips League. Have a look at these shirts, guys. It's $75 plus postage. Don't forget, CCTV, City Lawyers. That's right.
City
the
Lawyers,
lawyers that come to you in Sydney as well are our sponsors. Look after our sponsors. I'll look after you as well. Without our sponsors, we got no show. Is that right?
Yes, that's fair enough. And your team, the one you portray that you follow, which you don't, we all know that. We all know you follow Brisbane.
I've changed.
So you're with Brisbane now. Well, good on you.
No, not even Brisbane. You know, I've changed clubs.
Who are you with
I'm
now?
in a different country right now. Finished. It's done. It's all over.
Well, that's fair enough.
It's all over.
Now,
I will disclose that club next week with the shirt that I wear.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
I will
St.
disclose.
George, is it, or?
No, I will disclose. I'm following a new club. It's not even in this country. Not even in the A-League. No more A-League. No more this.
You don't follow these guys
No,
anymore.
Don't follow them no more. I've changed my. I've seen the light.
Well, it's about time you came to your senses.
I've seen the light, and next week I'll be wearing their shirt. Next week you're going to freak out to see
orange over there.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No,
they're in a different country, guys. A different country.
Well, now listen to this. Melbourne Victory can reveal they are close to finalising a deal.
He's done it again.
Who's that?
This is another guy. Always
John says, is it?
Stephen Holiday, always on holidays.
He's always over
I'm
on
a burger. I'm not even a burger anymore, mate. I am now in a different country. A different country, a different competition. You wouldn't have guessed it. Bad luck.
It's not the team that we had to guess Kenny last week.
No.
There's a team called Malacca.
That's not.
Is that the team?
Not even them.
Not even him. Well, so there's plenty of them over there anyway. Now let me say this. Now listen. Now you're going to laugh here.
Wait till you see my new club.
Melbourne. Well, your past club, the club you used to follow.
No.
Melbourne Victory are close to finalising a deal for Italian forward Francesco Margiotta, 28-year-old Juventus product. Played for Italy under-19s at 8. That's a fair achievement.
I've lost it.
Spent a few years in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Whoopie-doo. Who's Switzerland, really?
Yeah.
Went back to Italy last season, scoring 5 goals in 31 attempts.
What?
Now, what are they doing? I mean...
Are you for real?
They might as well get goal Mabratu there. I mean... I mean, he's put on the boots 31 times and he's only put the ball behind the net 5 times.
I feel sick.
No wonder you've jumped off the ship at victory and you've finally come to your senses.
No,
and
new
you
club.
know what? I tell you what,
New
you should
club.
be wearing the Brisbane Raw top next week.
No, I got that.
Well, just tell them you're going orange now.
No, I've changed my club. I've changed my club. It's not even in this country anymore. Sorry.
Well,
Done.
can you tell us who it is?
No,
please?
no. I'm not going to say anymore.
Well, okay,
not till next week. It'll be a secret, and that information
Well,
will be
you
on.
can reveal that next week. And
John Saz is very good. John Saz is very. What he just said about me.
What did he say?
Harry is a male stripper. No, please don't go to all that sexual stuff. Please, we don't like that. We can't talk about that. Facebook have changed their laws, and please do not do that because you may get blocked. It won't be me. It'll be. They'll send you a message and say it doesn't go to our. It goes to a special thing now at Facebook. I'm sorry, but don't say anything sexual, guys, because they will come down on you now.
Nothing sexual.
They're doing it now. They're doing it.
Yes,
they're warning people.
Let me tell you, just a quick reminder that John Mavridis, who said to me, "Don't talk," I'll give him the bird. There it is, right there.
Fantastic.
Now, have you heard of what's his name? Alan Camsell. Have you heard of Alan Camsell?
No.
Well, he's an 88-year-old goalkeeper who still plays for his local side, the Penryn Bay Strollers FC.
Yes.
And he said, lately I've realised I'm getting a bit slow. Well, no shit.
That's
the
funny.
ball's past me and I'm still diving, he said. There it is here. And he goes, so what? I'm still having fun and getting a game.
Well, that's funny you said that.
Now,
I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
I spoke to a gentleman yesterday in New South Wales who could be coming on the show next week talking about a new.
Not this guy, the keeper.
No, a new competition of an over 60s tournament.
Well, we don't qualify, unfortunately.
We don't qualify yet anyway.
So, why don't we play for Lennox Lewis League? The Amateur World Cup.
The Amateur
Surely
World Cup,
we get a run for that.
Now, we're going to bring on Mr. MPL. He's going to talk about
MPL,
this
yes,
this game on
the
Friday.
The big game. Melbourne City versus South Melbourne Hellas.
I don't want to know.
And my tip, yes,
I
South
don't want to know
Melbourne
about this,
to go
mate.
down 5-1. That's just a tip.
I've got to get this bloke on.
You reckon I'm accurate there, Harry, in 5-1? Am I?
You better speak to Gavin about that because I've got nothing to say about
have a chat with
I'm not
Gavin
going to talk
because,
about this. Mr. MPL, I've got to call him twice because of his sister. His sister answers the phone first.
Well, his sister. Well, I'll tell you what, I had a chat
Upsets
with Gavin this morning and...
Talk to him, please.
He actually told me that South will lose 5-1. So you'll hear it. Diggy, 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 diggy. Yeah. Are we on? What?
I don't know what's going on here.
Are we still on? Or what? Hello.
Are you there, Gavin?
1, 2. There we go. It's ringing.
He's still bloody.
Yeah,
His sister will come on in a minute.
No, well, you've got to hang up now and ring again, and you watch. He will answer the phone.
Miss Fisher's coming on in a minute, guys.
I'm out of 4X.
Oh, Jesus. Is he here or not?
Hi, the person you have called
mate.
is not available.
Now, tell me that's not a calculator move from young Gavin.
Of course it is. It's a technical move.
It's, I'll tell you what, he plays with us, he's got. Well, now watch him answer now. Diggy, diggy, diggy,
What's it? Are you there? Mr. MPL, is that you finally, you?
What's happening? Hello.
We're asking you what's happening.
Coffee, what's going on? Look quiet. What's going on with you?
Somebody
what's
told him
happening,
off.
mate?
Gavin, somebody told him off, Gavin.
Someone told him off, mate. He's behaving himself in class. Is he probably?
Bloody oath, mate. Bloody
John
oath.
Mavridis, it's a
I know
member
that, mate.
and apparently follows your team. He sits with the
That idiot.
Clarendon crew there, and
Yes, I am.
just a
Right, yeah.
We hate their guts.
and just a friendly reminder. I love it. I want it.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Now, John Mavridis, I'll give him the bird again. There you go. Now, Gavin,
John Mavridis, yeah.
now be honest, Gavin. We spoke this morning, and you did say that South
What
Melbourne.
did I say? What did I say? I don't think so.
Well, that's
Now-
what you said.
Now, Gavin, are you?
No, mate,
Are you
for
for?
my brother,
Are
but
you?
he's a Mr. Negative when it comes
Are
to
you,
that kind of stuff.
are you telling me, Gavin, that there's something wrong at South Melbourne? They're going to get done 5-1.
Absolutely.
No, Harry, I'm not saying that at all, mate.
Frothy told me that before.
Oh, well, that's Frothy's prediction.
Well,
mate.
I
Look at
think,
his
I
predictions
don't
of
know,
Socceroos, mate. They are so far off the funny.
Gentlemen. The Socceroos are playing on
Who they playing?
Thursday night.
And who they
Thursday night,
They're
mate.
playing Saudi
as well.
Arabia, and I tell you what, they bloody will better win because there'll be a problem
Let
then.
me see my prediction there. I've got them all.
You're going to say
written down.
3-1 to Saudi Arabia.
I've written this
We're going to
down
get done at
somewhere.
home, Gavin. What do you reckon?
No, I reckon we're going to win, actually, Harry. I reckon we're up. We're ready, mate. We're ready to make up for the loss against Japan.
No
We've got a war
Rogic,
in that.
no Rogic, no
Yeah, I
Aaron
know.
Moy, no Moy
I
either.
know.
My God, man.
That's
So
but we have got a lot of depth in that midfield.
yes, I do believe the defenders coming back on that scored those
Yeah, I
own
mean,
goals.
we've got a lot of depth in that midfield.
As is Beach. If you do not
In that
defend
midfield
properly,
kind of
mate,
role,
they will
so-
be coming on the pitch to get you.
You know, we've got buddy You know, we've got a few options in that midfield role. You know what I mean?
McLaren.
Yeah, well, we've got what's his name? We've got Rustich, Chris Conomides, James Jago.
Yes, Jago, the Jago.
James Jago.
Yeah.
Are you serious? They got the Jago all the way from
Roland McGree,
Greece.
you know what I mean? Like,
Jago.
yeah, we've got a couple of options in there.
They're going to kiss my ass.
With Moy and Tommy Roberts mission.
Now-
Yeah, no, you know.
Gav, the
Gav,
way...
we've got a request here. We've got a request here. A
Request on,
Yes.
request
Gavin, they're
on.
asking you a request here.
Yes.
Always Mr. on holidays.
Yes, he's
He
on
says, is
holidays.
Martin Boyle playing? I think he is, isn't he?
Boyle.
I think he is. I think he's been picked in the squad. I'm not sure.
Mate, he will be the key tomorrow. He will be the key. You watch.
There'll be no keys. They're going to get done. There it is. 2-0. There it is.
No,
That's my
don't do
prediction.
that to me,
2-0
please.
loss.
No, thanks.
But Gav, now listen, you clearly having a few beers tonight because the way you said Jago, it's like you were saying Ronaldo. Are you serious, buddy?
Jesus.
Is you still
Well,
there?
James Jago, mate, he's going to. He's playing in Aris.
Aris,
He's got one
he's
in
playing in
Greece.
he's playing in a great competition, isn't he?
Oh,
Fantastic.
great
comp.
Super League.
great.
Play out,
Beautiful,
mate. He's
beautiful
good,
comp. I think they're just about
Yeah.
to be. They're just about to be relegated as well.
Mate, if you get paid once a week in the Greek Super League, mate,
Jesus,
you go and help,
mate.
mate.
Jesus
The
Christ,
Greek
mate.
Super League.
What
I
a
tell
joke,
you
mate.
what. The only league the Greeks can play is of making souvalakis. Is that what they call them? Harry? Are they kebabs?
No. It's
Are they kebabs, the Greeks, mate? Or are they
It's,
souvalakis?
it's the freedom of you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, no, but that's
The
fair
freedom
enough.
of that, that's right, yes.
No, that's all good. But,
Freedom.
But now, seriously, Gav, let's have a bit of a chat about the South Melbourne City game. A fair
Yep.
prediction. Give us your real prediction.
Well, I think the best we can hope for possibly is a 0-0, mate, and extra time and penalties, just like the way
I see what you
got
mean.
to
Okay.
this position in the first place, Proffies.
All right, well, that's fair enough. That's what you wish, but I'm telling you what is going to happen. I mean, I can wish
Well,
that too, but what's the
Benedict,
real
mate.
score? Now, give us a real deal.
Benedict Arnold, mate, your mate, Benedict, he's
Yeah,
done us a big
Benedict.
favour.
I've got
He's picked Naboot, he's picked McLaren,
What?
and he's picked Wecky in the Socceroo squad, so they won't be playing on Friday night because they'll
And-
be in Sydney
Andrew
representing
Naboot.
Australia.
Andrew Naboo, are you for real? Are you for real there at all? Are you for real?
So, yeah,
Oh.
no, well, he's picked the three of them in the squad, so
Can I-
that's their whole front line gone.
Now, Gavin-
so that's good for us. So they'll be picking 17, 18-year-old kids from bloody NPL
I have a-
3, mate, to lead the line for them, mate.
You know what I'm going to tell you right now is that
What are you going to tell us right now?
I want that idiot, Benedict Arnold, to bloody well move around the bench. Dance, show something like Tony Gustafsson. He bloody dances, he parties, he sings. What is wrong with Benedict Arnold, man?
Benedict's going all right, Harry. What are you talking about, mate? He's going well. We're going to win on
But
Thursday
I'm
night.
not talking about the way. I'm talking about his attitude on the bloody pitch when he's standing there. He's not moving. He's
Yeah.
not dancing like bloody. He's not doing anything, man.
I
Well,
won't really notice, to be honest, too much. What
The
he's
Matilda's
doing
coach is.
on the-
I reckon he'll
on
be.
the touchline.
I tell you what, right now, if we can
More
get
interested
that.
in what's going on the pitch.
I reckon
that's fair enough.
Tony Gustafsson, I'll tell you from a good source right now, and everybody must listen to this.
Who's that, Tomato?
Tony Gustafsson will be put in as assistant coach for the Socceroos, taken from the Matildas, put there for a reason.
Oh,
And
you're
I'll tell you-
dreaming, mate, you're
And I'm
dreaming.
telling you right now, if he gets that position later on in a couple of months' time that gets the Socceroos up, mate, you wait and see. In a few months' time, he will be the coach of the Socceroos. You watch.
Gav, can I just say...
Oh,
quite-
Tony Gustafsson. No, why
Yes.
would we replace
Yes,
Graham
mate.
Arnold, Harry?
Because he can't dance properly on the pitch.
Well,
Jesus, we can't dance, mate. We can't dance.
We need to get him. We need to get Benedict down to the Caribbean Kings, mate. I watched that
Mate.
video of you on. Hey, it's Saturday with the Caribbean
thanks, mate.
Kings. Today,
At least I danced,
It was
not like that.
brilliant, mate. It was like you and Red Simons, mate, just
He's
going
a-
at each other.
That bloody
It
idiot.
was, it's great TV, Harry. I loved it.
Mate, that's history
When
now.
was that, Harry? What year was that, mate?
2009.
2009.
2009.
Mate.
When I see it today, I laughed.
Well,
mate.
you guys-
I gotta
you
watch-
got at
I gotta
least-
watch this.
How many times have you watched
This
it, Gav? I've watched
Oh,
it
Jesus.
I've
about...
watched it about 5 times.
Only, I've
Mate.
watched about 500.
Honestly, if I was, that's how I would be on the pitch dancing and singing like that, like bloody that idiot Benedict Arnold. Move, you bloody idiot, move!
Well, Gav,
Bloody hell.
Gav, listen, I'll say this quietly so Harry won't hear
Bloody
me.
Frank Arrow used to dance. Frank Arrow just swear his guts
Now
off, mate.
shut up, let me talk.
Bloody hell.
Harry's been
I'm laughing, mate.
Harry's had a bit of green stuff tonight.
Oh,
mate.
Jesus.
Has he? Been on the chuff, Harry.
Yeah. Don't say too. I don't want him to hear us. You know?
we got advertising here right now. Can't believe this.
What's that?
Why
Hold
does
on,
Peter
Gav.
Trim
We've got-
come on there telling me
Mate, we're about
advertising?
Sex. We're talking about
No,
sex.
don't do that.
We've got it all happening on this show, mate.
Roxy Kebabs. Why would he say Roxy Kebabs?
Roxy Kebabs,
Somebody's
yes,
shouting us
yes.
over there.
Soup lucky better than kebab. Better than kebab.
Soup lucky better
Soup
than
lucky
kebab.
better
It's
than
supposed to be a bloody football show here, guys, you know? They've gone mad here. They've gone mad. Are you
Well,
there?
call
Gav?
me Left Terry tonight.
Yes, I'm here, Harry. Yes. Now, getting back to what we were talking about before.
Yes,
We've
what
lost
we
it.
were
We've
talking about-
lost it,
I
mate.
think we're talking about South and Melbourne City, mate. Looking forward to the game on Friday night, mate.
North.
Unfortunately, I'm not going.
Well, why is that? Now, hold on. Why
Why
aren't you going?
is that, Frothies? Well, that's a good question,
You're
mate.
working, mate.
No, I'm not working. I was planning on going. I was really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to taking my family as well.
Yes.
This is a ploy. A ploy.
We're not going because of the ticket prices, mate. Ticket prices are
How much?
crazy.
How much are they?
Well, they're $25, right?
Yeah.
It's not too bad for an adult, right? I don't have a problem with paying that myself, but I want to take my daughter who's 7 years old, and they want me to pay $25 for her to go.
What?
Well.
Oh, well. Guess who controls the FFA Cup? Guess who controls it?
Well, who is it, Harry? Tell us.
The
The club set the ticket
FFA.
price, Harry.
That is
the clubs-
ridiculous.
The club set the ticket price because of the COVID, because of COVID restrictions. The clubs are setting the ticket price.
$27 here.
The South Melbourne board have decided to do what they've done and set the ticket price at $25 for everybody, no matter if you're a 3-month-old baby or doesn't matter, mate.
What?
You know what I mean?
So that means even if they bring... No, get out your mug. Even if Horace the Crow goes or a dog goes, they've got to charge him too. Is that right?
Well, we get
Correct.
Horace to have a
Christ, mate.
flyover.
My God, man.
Well, you know what? Seriously.
Oh, by the way, we just had some prices from the FFA Cup in
Here
Sydney.
we go. Yes,
in
here
Sydney
we go.
right now.
Here
Guess
we
how
go,
much they're
here
charging
we
at
go,
Bell?
here
Hang
we-
on. This is the Belmore price, by the way. The
Belmore
Belmore
price coming
game
up right
between
now.
the FFA Cup between Sydney
15
Olympics.
bucks.
$15. What is going
15
on
bucks.
here? They want people to go to the games. They want people to bloody promote the game. What is
look.
going on here, Gavin?
Harry, it's crazy, mate. It's just South and ignorance and greed from our board. And
I can't talk anymore about that.
And total just like...
Hey, there's more. There's
ignorance
more.
to our own supporters.
There's more. Gavin,
Hold on, there's more. There's more steak knives. You
Gavin.
buy one knife, you get two knives.
Gavin, and kids at
Yes.
Sydney, at a Sydney Olympic game versus Sydney FC, $5 kids get in.
Exactly.
Unbelievable, mate.
I can see Nick posting that now. And look, at NPL games in Victoria,
Can't believe it.
every game, any club, kids get in for free. My daughter gets in for free every game she goes to. You know what I mean?
That's why they
And
hate us.
They want us to pay $25 for her to go. It's crazy, mate. Oh, and pay a booking fee on top of that. So it's really like about $28.
Well,
Hang on.
Whoa,
$28
There's another
for
one.
my
Gavin, there's a-
7-year-old to go
there's
to
a
the game,
con-
mate.
there's
It's
a-
great.
there's
And
a
that's
con-
why I'm not going.
Gavin, there's a concession as well here. Concession.
there's a concession.
For me,
There's no concession as far as I understand.
No,
It's
it
a
says
flat
it
fee.
in Sydney, if you are...
Oh, in Sydney, okay.
In Sydney, for me, I'm 12 years of old. As somebody watching, I'm mentally sick. They'll let me in for free. Unbelievable, Gavin.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Unbelievable,
why don't-
Gavin.
It's a South board, mate. They're a joke.
Well, Gav, why don't you and I and Harry go there? We'll all pretend we're
Now-
mentally sick and they'll pay us to get in.
What we need to find out is this is what we need to find out, Gavin. The two games.
Or is that too late?
Sydney Olympic versus Sydney FC.
Yes.
And we're talking about now Melbourne City versus South Melbourne. Now,
Yes, yes,
we're going to do a project here to see which ground will get the most people. I can guarantee you'll be the Sydney Olympic game you watch. I bet you.
No.
Of course
I
it will.
agree. I think it will. I
Well,
think
Belmore,
I
great ground
Olympic
Belmore is.
Sydney FC will get a bigger crowd only because they don't have restrictions up there. They're not charging ridiculous ticket fucking prices,
Oops.
and people will go, mate. Unlike down here where people we're just coming out of lockdown.
Now-
People get hesitant and going out, I think.
Okay.
And the ticket prices are crazy. And
Okay.
as well, you've got to jump through all these hoops to get the tickets as well.
Okay.
You've got to book online. You got to show you, and then when then you've got to print the ticket out at home.
Can I tell you
And
something,
then
Gavin?
When you go, you've got to have your
Hold on,
ticket,
let him
you've got to have your
finish.
vaccination certificate, you've got to have
Yes.
your identification,
Yes.
you've got to have it all ready to go, so when you
Yes.
get to the gate, you can show them all. And I think the max crowd's like 5,000 or something. But the club never come out and said what the maximum crowd is.
Yes,
They never
yes.
come out and said once what the maximum crowd is on the night. Never.
Who cares? But the thing is, we don't know. We don't even know how many people turn up for them just from the price. That's the problem. How
Well,
many people turn up in the price?
Gav, there is strong evidence to believe here that the way they are running the game with these stupid prices, fair enough if it's two A-League teams at least, okay.
Well-
$25 for someone, for a 3-month-old, for a 2-year-old. Now, how can they not possibly see that this is absolutely ridiculous what they are doing? Under 16 is free. You'll blow $20 on food there. You'll buy them a dog and a drink and what have you.
Oh, mate.
And you might even buy a bumper sticker or something.
You know what they need?
And there you go, Harry. We are talking about the number one ticket holder at North Melbourne there, or South Melbourne, the way you like to call it.
exactly.
Both, mate. Both properties.
Both. And there you go. Even he's boycotting the game because $25 for how old's your daughter? 8, is she? I believe.
That is
Seven,
ridiculous.
mate.
7. There's no other words I can say. I mean, it's absolutely stupid.
John Saz has just said something really
John
weird.
Saz, yes.
Now, this is
John
something.
Saz,
I've got to say this. I've got to.
Now, what's he saying,
I have
Johnny Ball?
I have my vax certificate tattooed to my beep. Okay.
Well, I've got mine right here on my bum cheek over
Now,
here.
now, Gavin. Now,
He
Gavin.
get tattooed on his ass, mate.
Now,
Sack the ball, John.
now, Gavin, you
Get
can
out for a
say
tattoo.
you can make a complaint here if you like, because I'll tell you something right now. There are some board members from South Melbourne watching the game tonight, right now.
Watching the show, Harry.
They are watching
Hi,
the
guys.
show,
How you on?
and now you can talk to them right now, and you can say to them, please do something right for the kids at least.
Exactly, mate. That's
and,
right.
And honestly,
Exactly.
Gavin, you can say something to them right now because they are listening, and they are listening.
Mate,
Please say something.
This is not about me whinging about ticket prices,
Say
mate,
it.
and saying that it's too expensive for adults. I'll pay the $25. That's not a problem, mate. And so will my wife as well. But to pay $25 for my 7-year-old daughter to go, and she's desperate to go. She wants to go. She was really upset when I told her we couldn't go because we
Jeez.
couldn't afford it. It's just outrageous, mate. It's crazy. You're killing the next generation of supporters,
Yes.
mate. She wants to be involved. She loves football. She wants to be involved with South. She wants to support South. But you're turning her off it, mate, because of your crazy ideas.
Well, that will get to them because what happens is, Gavin, is that the
Well,
board,
that's nice of
the
you, Harry.
board
I can,
members,
the
the board
say
members
that, yep.
do watch the replays, Gavin, and they watch them. So there you go. They will understand what's going on. But I don't think they can change too much now because they've actually probably printed up the tickets. Is that right? I'd say so.
No, it's too late now. I know that, Harry.
Well,
But, you know, it's just disappointing, mate, what's going on. That's all.
Gav, look, Harry's just passed me a note under the desk here.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
Harry's
Yeah.
very, very generous, Harry. And I don't know why they're laughing. You handed me the note, and he's prepared to pay for your family to go to the game.
Oh, yeah.
As just goodwill from the Football S Show.
No.
It will be, well, let's tell him. The money will be coming from Carlos Bielli. The
Yeah,
young
going to
fella,
say
Carlos.
that.
Oh,
CCT
fantastic.
lawyers, mate. They're going to shout us, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what, and Harry's
back
going to
fence.
open up his fat wallet, and what's that?
John says it's an absolutely amazing idea. Absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you, Harry.
The back jump, the back
fence,
jump, the back
John. I
fence.
like it.
It's for free.
Well
No
done,
vaccine.
mate.
There you go. That's it. That's done. There you go.
Hey, we'll come in through the side gate, mate, like the victory fans did, mate. Remember that day?
We'll do what they did in World War II. Just make some tunnels underneath the ground. How's that?
Well, Gav,
We'll come in through that side gate where the victory fans snuck in that day, mate.
remember
Got the
that?
crap beaten out of them,
I
mate, when
remember
they
very-
came in.
Fantastic day that was. I was there. Jesus.
Well, Gav, it's going to be a bit hard, mate, because I remember years ago when, your brother's still at 26 kilos, but you and I were much thinner years ago.
Now-
and do you remember we used to go under the gate? Now, we cannot possibly go over the gate, mate.
Gavin, you know.
Now, well, you reckon
Don't have
Harry...
the poor properties,
No,
mate,
no,
under
no.
that
Do you
stuck under
reckon
the gate.
Harry...
Before- no.
Now, hold on, shut up, let me talk.
Jesus,
now,
mate.
Now, do you think Harry will fit under the gate, or will he go over the gate? Now, give us your prediction. How would Harry go?
Gavin, I just want to talk to you about this.
He doesn't have to go through the gate, through the normal entry,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Harry's going to go through the gate.
Yeah, it's called.
He just runs
yeah.
through it, mate.
Mate,
It's lovely.
He's
yeah.
going to bulldoze it.
Shirt fronted, mate. Just go straight through it.
Yeah, I'm the Hulk. Yeah, call me the Hulk.
No,
Yeah.
Harry's Robert Didier Domenico.
Now, Gavin.
Yes,
Gavin,
yes, let's get
if,
serious here.
If this is serious, right now.
This is serious, yes.
If that was Western United, I can imagine their prices. I can imagine it.
Well, you reckon it'll be more?
I'd be less.
Oh, yeah.
It would be less, and you know they would be giving away free tickets everywhere if they were in the FFA Cup. You know that?
Oh, hey, you know Western United. You mentioned about free stuff. Western United, they're giving away free prescriptions to Paramount Plus when you buy a full membership.
Whoa, yes, I saw that.
Membership.
Gee, that's amazing, eh?
Well, there
Yeah, I know.
you
I
go.
thought that was good, mate. I thought that's bloody good, mate. I hate Western United, but I thought that was really good, mate.
Maybe we'll all join them now after what's happened, eh?
Get on board. I'm on
There's my membership there.
Plus, mate.
Gavin, now, as you can see, Alan Kershaw, welcome from the United Kingdom. Welcome, Alan. How are you? Now, Gavin, you seeing the new shirts we're wearing tonight? You see them? They're pretty good, aren't they?
There's my membership there.
Yes, I hate that Olympic top, but the Marconi one's not too bad.
It's a bloody beauty, eh? So we get these are going for $75 now, right now, guys. So if you're looking for them,
$75.
Don't forget Arrow Sport. There is only one football. Join together to make these tops. There they are. And don't forget Sea City Lawyers in Sydney as well. Mr. Carlos Bielli, our sponsor. And that's it, guys. Don't forget these shirts are available. Yes, talk to me if you like. And these are fantastic. What do you think? What
Well, I tell you what. Not only
they're good. They're good. They're
so comfortable.
They're quality tops. They look really good.
Comfortable.
They've done a good job.
Very comfortable.
Gav, let me say this. When Harry also said to me, he slipped another note. He said he's going to supply you with a shirt. So
here we go.
A bit short of cash these days. That's fair enough. He's very generous. But I'll tell you what, a bit of EPL news here. A coach in the EPL said this. In this moment, it is clear that there is no one better than him. Now, who is it and who is he talking about? And I'll tell you what, once I reveal the answer, I bet you will say he's spot on. And let me tell you, his jumper's got some red in it as well.
Ronaldo?
No.
The new coach of Manchester United, Ronaldo. Who?
Who did he say?
Mo Salah.
Absolutely. Now, I'll tell you what. Now, you can say what you like, but I bet you wouldn't mind seeing him running around in an Arsenal shirt.
Mate, we're going all right, Crofties, mate. If you've noticed, 10 games unbeaten, mate.
Well, a bit lucky, I suppose. Yeah.
Mate, another good win, mate. We're going well.
Well, I've seen all the Celtic
games.
Andy,
welcome, Andy Burnell. Andy's watching us right now. How are you, Andy? Welcome to our followers.
Harry's just talking over me again, so we'll just
let special guest here. Big name Socceroo's players, mate.
Big name Socceroo. And but what I'm saying is, he'd have to be the best going around in England now. And your team Celtic, I've seen all their games.
Going well. And hoops are going well, Froggies.
Yeah, but they're having lucky wins, I've noticed. I keep posting that on your Facebook page.
I watched the game last night, 4-2 over Dundee.
Jesus.
At Dens Park, mate. It was a good win. Took the lead after 8 minutes. Jota scored. Then it was 2-0 after...
Did he say Joffa?
Joffa, yeah.
Yeah. 2-0 after 15, mate. So, we played pretty well, mate. We're doing well. We got a great win against Ferencváros in Hungary. That was magnificent.
Yes.
In Europe, in the Europa League. That was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
We're going well. Ange he's ticking over nicely, mate. He's got them working well. He's got the team performing well, playing some good football, mate. The supporters are getting behind the players in the club and Ange, mate. Celtic fans love Ange, mate. You see it all on Facebook.
They love him.
Yes, all the time, mate.
They do love him.
Always talking about him, getting photos with him, talking about his style of play, how the team has changed under his style, under his coaching.
Get out of here,
new players are going well. It's going really well at the moment. And let's just keep going, mate. We just keep going.
And don't forget, Gavin, you know yourself. If you lose 2 games or 3 games, you know what the crowd's like over there?
What are they going to do? Tell us again.
You know what happens. I tell you what, mate. They go crazy over there. It's a religion more than here. You know?
Well, Gav, now we know this. We've known Ange for a while. We happen to watch him play as a youngster.
That's right.
And he's got the runs on the board. It doesn't matter where he goes. He just keeps winning championships.
That's right.
Now, why on earth isn't he the Socceroo coach, Harry?
Well,
because he should have Celtic and the Socceroo.
No, he resigned. He had to resign.
Benedict out, Angelo in.
Oh, well, that's going to be Tony.
How's that for a slogan?
I told you guys, Tony Gustafsson is stepping up, mate.
No, Tony Gustafsson. I tell
you what.
He
is.
Yes, he is. Benedict might be the next one to be coaching a big club in Europe, mate. Who knows?
Oh, God help us if that happens. Benedict Arnold is better off to go to the bloody the Vatican, the same as the bloody.
I don't think so, Gav. I reckon that would have happened. If Benedict was that good, I reckon that would have happened by now. He's been around as long as Ange.
He got kicked out of Japan a few years ago, if you remember.
Yeah, he went to Japan, and he didn't get a fair crack in Japan.
No, he didn't.
He got half a season or something, and he went to the club who was fighting relegation at the time as well. So, and then he came back to Australia and then did what he did with Sydney. Now he's doing what he's doing with the national team.
right.
Who knows?
That's
Maybe,
right. Now, boys, we've got to finish now because the data's just about to go.
Mate.
So
Well,
listen,
hold on, can I
because
go?
we're just about to finish and we'll be in trouble.
I just reveal this?
We're going to cut off, guys. We've got new equipment.
Can I just quickly mention, Harry, as well? We've got Human Port on Wednesday night
Yes.
as well at Broadmeadows Valley Park.
Oh, really? Down
The
there?
FA Cup round 32. Yeah.
We might even go Wednesday night, Frothy. What do you reckon? Go to the
Yeah,
game.
tickets will be like $10. I bet you, mate.
That's
they're
cheap.
getting
Well,
15
yeah,
bucks or something,
Well,
mate.
Should we go? Should we go and watch the game?
Kids free.
When's
Kids
that on
free,
Thursday,
yeah,
isn't it?
no doubt.
Wednesday night
Wednesday night.
at just Hume City's ground.
Well,
Yep, correct.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go and pick up Gav since you live
Yeah, I'll
around
pick
the
him up.
corner?
Oh,
from
yeah,
you?
fantastic. Yeah.
Now, Gav, thanks for
Meet
the
you out there,
information.
mate.
We should.
Meet you out there,
You
guys.
might see us there, guys. You might see us there. If you come and say hello to us,
And
if
then,
you're down there.
Us and City on Friday night. Then on 24th of November, Sydney FC and Olympic, mate. Looking forward
Yes,
to that.
that's a
Should be
big
good
game, that one.
Now,
Yeah, I've
just like to say thank you, Gav, for supplying me these details. 01679 and 74007615.
What's that mean?
Your BSB and your account number. Harry will be putting some money in there
Jesus
to
Christ.
pay for your Friday night family outing. Harry,
thank you,
I tell you
Harry.
what, you're
Thank
you're a very generous gentleman, Harry, and you've lost
I
a couple
see,
of kilos again.
Stephen Holiday, mate, was saying, mate, buddy, he'll put in some money as well. Thanks, Steve.
Okay,
Thanks,
now,
buddy.
Gavin, why don't we?
Appreciate it.
We're going to go
Appreciate
down to
you
the
thinking
game.
about
Are you going to come down to the game with me or not?
Well,
Wednesday night.
Tomorrow night, I don't know. I'm going to watch it. If I don't come, Harry, I'll watch it on TV, mate.
Too easy. Gavin, thank you for joining us tonight.
Well,
Good
it was
speaking to
a
you guys.
pleasure. It was fantastic. And
Talk
I'll
to you
tell
next
what,
week. We'll have a new guest next week, and I'll tell
don't
you.
think I should.
And Gavin, right now, I'll tell you right now, Gavin, I've changed. I've seen the light. I have a new club.
He has a
supporting
new
this week.
club.
I have a new club.
Who's it going to be, Harry? Who?
I'm going to surprise everyone what I'm wearing next week, and you'll be
Queensland Lions.
No,
Maybe like
no,
half
Queensland
Burgess, half
Lions.
Victory Top. Maybe
No,
half
no,
Burgess,
no,
half
no, no.
Victory.
We'll burn the bastard to the ground.
I'm going to sell it on. I'm going to
and
auction it
John
off.
Mavridis, I'll give him the bird again.
Now, I'll have a new club next week. It's my club. And
Give
I
us the
know-
colours. Can you give us the
I'm gonna
colours
give
at
you no
least?
colours,
Give us
mate.
a clue, please.
Yellow,
One-
black, and dark blue.
No.
poppies.
One colour is green. That's it. No
Oh,
more.
my God, he's going for the
Green,
ninjas.
mate.
No, I'm
Not
not.
green and
Not in
white.
this- not in this country. Not in this
Oh,
country.
sorry about that.
Not in this country.
Hoops. Not the mighty hoops.
No. I'll be telling you guys. Hello, you Robert, the president of Marconi. Check out the fantastic Marconi shirt.
Gav,
to
he's
Robert.
talking about Celtic,
The
I think.
Marconi shirt I'm wearing tonight, Robert. There you go. The president of Marconi's watching us right now. So
Well,
listen, Gavin.
Look, I just want to apologise for announcing Gav's BSB and account number over here. I didn't think anyone was watching tonight.
Gavin, don't worry about him, mate. He hasn't paid his
Sorry, mate.
taxation very shortly
It's
too.
only us three watching the show.
Guys, thank you for joining us. So don't forget the Marconi
Gav,
shirt.
it was
is
a pleasure.
available.
Sydney
The
Olympic.
Sydney Olympic shirts at
That's the one.
$75, guys. Thank you, Gavin. Talk to you soon. Talk to you next week. Catch ya.
Go
Bye-bye.
Australia, go south.
There you go. Thanks, Gavin. Talk to you next week.
Well,
Catch you, mate.
South, poor old South, Harry. They're going to
Yeah,
get
guys,
done
well, that's the
5-1.
thing. Don't forget, our shirts are fantastic.
Yes, they are fantastic,
So comfortable
yeah.
to wear. It's 1977 bloody
1977.
Phillips League shirts. They're fantastic.
And on top of that, they make you look 2 kilos lighter.
Exactly.
So
Thanks for joining us,
I would
guys.
take that. So now, what are we singing? Now, please, can you give us some? What's her name? What
are you talking about, mate?
How about Gloria Estefan, the conga? Let's
Don't
do the
forget to see us
conga.
next week, guys. Next week.
She bangs.
Don't sing too loud. Oh, God. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys next week, 8:30 p.m. next Monday night with a special guest
The
again.
Cup of Life.
And I'll be revealing my new club from
Well-
overseas. No more Australian clubs. No more.
Panathinaikos.
No, thanks.
Celtic.
No. You wouldn't even thought about it.
Not many others in green, I suppose.
You wouldn't have thought about it.
In green teams. Let me Google green
Thanks, Scott
teams.
Ollerenshaw. Scott Ollerenshaw
Well,
for
can
joining
you give
us
us a
all the way from
country?
Malaysia.
What
Thank you,
country
Scotty. The Cup
Now
of
let's
Life.
have a look.
This is the
I
one.
forgot to reveal that.
Now is the time.
Sydney FC.
Don't never stop.
Sydney FC had a
We shouldn't
practice
know.
match against
Gotta be
the
strong.
Jets. And I'll tell you what, the
We
Jets,
shouldn't know.
Again,
right
looking
from
second
the
hand.
top.
They
And when you
smashed
feel the
5-0.
heat,
Now,
well, world is at
if they
your
want to get
feet.
anywhere,
No one can
you've
hold
got
you
to at
back
least
if you
draw
really
that
want
game.
it.
Because I tell
I
you what,
see it in
5-0
your eyes. You want the
Smurfs.
cup
Remember
of
they got
life.
the Smurfs?
Now that the day's here, you're gonna get it. Do you
cannot
really
ask
want
for
it?
Well, it's almost-
Tell me right now, guys. Hey!
Here we go!
Here we go. Ali, Ali, Ali. See you next week, guys. Same time, same place. 8:30 p.m. with the dynamic duo, the Soccer.
Who's on next week?
I've got a special surprise for that.
All right, that's
Thanks, guys. See you next week. Thank you.
Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff, from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, ThereIsOnlyOneFootball.com.
There is only one football.